This is what the northern lights look like on a computer screen. And this is what they look like in real life.
Wow, Elisa.
At least when there's not a giant snowstorm blocking your view from an amazing cosmic dance of Aurora Borealis. Whew.
Whoa, it's so snowy. So in that one flight, we saw sunrise and sunset. We took off at sunrise in Stockholm and flew north, and we saw the sunrise through the windows. But as we flew so far north, we went past the Arctic Circle, and that's where the sun goes below the horizon. And this time of year, you don't see the sun above the horizon. So in a single 2-hour flight, we saw a sunrise and sunset. And this is where we are, Kiruna.
So we flew from Stockholm to a town called Kiruna, which is above the Arctic Circle on the top of Sweden.
Whee! That is snowy and fast.
And then we drove another hour and a half through a massive snowstorm, and it was freaky. We get to this national park called Abisko, and there was no clear view of the sky because of the snowstorm. But according to the solar activity and the indexes, the aurora should have been pretty good if we could have seen it. Such is life.
Wait a second. Arctic storm outside? Yeah, it's time to sit inside with the cozies.
Abisko National Park is a unique place, and I've actually been here twice before because I love coming up here in the way that I feel, and I love seeing the northern lights. Abisko is surrounded by mountain ranges, and these mountain ranges break up the cloud cover. So you very likely, and most often, can see the northern lights here because of this like shield of mountains breaking up the cloud cover and giving you clear skies. But this is the Arctic. It's a snowy winter wonderland. Somehow there's got to be snow on the ground. So once in a while, a giant snowstorm comes and blocks your view of the aurora, the whole purpose of your trip.
That's it.
So this watch face shows me 24 hours and the amount of daylight I have and the amount of darkness I have. The amount of darkness is in super dark, and then since we're above the Arctic Circle, the daylight is just less dark because you don't see the sun. Oof.
All right, Alpha Chrissy.
Yeah.
Can I teach you how the Nordic lights work?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know our sun? Okay. The thing about the Nordic lights are they're scientifically magical. They're really magical when you see them, but there's science behind why they're magical. Are you ready? Here we go. This is the sun. Okay? And sometimes the sun has a big burp,
Ew.
and it releases a ton of energy called a solar flare. So the solar flare reaches out from the sun's surface and it releases super amounts of energy and a ton of small little particles. And these small little particles, we call them solar wind. They race across space. And they're traveling so fast and they have so much energy that they could burn us up. They could just incinerate us like that. The Earth has defenses to protect us from being burned up by the solar flares. First, it has these magnetic fields. Did you know that Earth has magnetic fields around it?
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, well there's a magnetic field around the Earth. And then we also have an atmosphere. Do you know what our atmosphere is?
Yeah.
It holds all the oxygen and everything we breathe. That also protects us like a force field from all these solar wind sun burps. So these particles are flying super fast. They get caught in Earth's magnetic field, and the magnetic field sends all the particles either to the top of the Earth or to the bottom of the Earth, the North Pole or the South Pole. And when these particles come to the North Pole, they're coming so fast that they slam into our atmosphere. And when that happens, the particles emit light. And they emit light that is green or red or blue or purple, depending on the type of particle. So that's what makes the Aurora, the Nordic Lights, is these sun burps coming in, hitting the top of our Earth, and when they collide, they actually make a circle around the Earth. Doesn't it look like the Earth has a crown?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The Aurora is happening not just when it's dark, and not just during the winter time. It happens all day, every day, all the time.
What?
But we can only see it when it's dark, and winter is the darkest time of the year. So that's why we're here. See it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so when that happens, it makes an aurora.
Exactly. You got it, Cruz. Kaza, Cruz.
Before all of our clothes are so clear to the point where we have nothing to wear tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go. Kaza. Go, Cruz. Go, Luffy. We're still on our hunt to see the northern lights. By the way, it's middle of the day right now, even though it's completely dark. There's a lot of cloud cover still, so you can see the northern lights. So to kind of make up for the time to do something else, we went to Norway and now we're skiing. This is so weird to me. There's a mountain, there's a ski slope, there's the ocean. You can ski and see the ocean at the same time. It's just nuts. This is a Swedish energy drink called Norrsken, which means Nordic Lights in English. And I'm pretty sure if I drink this will increase my chances of seeing the Aurora tonight. It tastes like the Aurora too. And this weird superstition of drinking this to see Nordic Lights totally checks out. Foolproof. Everything's gonna be fine. No stress. This is it. The sun has, not the sun. The sky has cleared up. We're gonna go see some Nordic Lights. We're seeing Aurora. It's happening. Wow, it's the Aurora. It looks so good.
Eller hur? Titta, vi ser dem med våra ögon. Visst är det fint?
Mamma, när vi känner